same example of unbelief.
Now the word labor comes from the same word for diligence. So the labor is not talking about digging ditches or building bridges, all right? It's talking about, it's the same word, spudazo. Being diligent in your studies, in your teachings, all right? All right, let's go from there to 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, and the 14th verse.
2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, and the 14th verse. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that you look for such things, be diligent, that you may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless.
Remember we spoke about the garments being spotted? So if you study and you're diligent and you're of the elect, you won't get no spots on your garments. All right? Is there more to that? Okay, now let's go from there to 1 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter, the 1st verse on down. Because basically, I'm going to bring up another situation. And this brother was in part of a GMS. I'm not going to tell you his name. I'm not going to go into detail because you don't know him anyway, you know. Recently, we found out that there was one member in the camp that had a problem with us recently, you know, teaching about the whole rape issue. You know, he got everything else, spoke, taught, and all that, knew the scriptures, but that rape issue he had a problem with, and he was trying to get more understanding where we gave you the full understanding, but you let emotions rule you. And what happened was he had to be kicked out the camp because he couldn't get it. Because now you're getting meat now. Now we're giving you some meat. So the ones of you guys that have been in this thing for 3 years, 2.5 years, 4 years, 4.5 years, you're supposed to be at this stage to get meat. We can't keep giving you milk. Now the ones of you that are not down with us, you're going to get all messed up any damn way. This truth is going to become a stumbling block to you anyway, man. But the ones of you that are down with GMS, that been in this thing for a while, when we bring out something like that, which is a piece of meat, you're supposed to be able to eat it, chew it, digest it, not spit it back out. That just meant that you never grew. You became a mockingbird, a parrot. And the ones of you that really don't want to get messed up in the spirit, just don't watch no GMS videos, because this will make you go crazy, man. GMS will make you go crazy, baby. And I'm going to give you some examples. There was this one guy, at one point everybody was calling themselves GMS. GMS this, GMS that, GMS this. There was one point where this guy, I believe, killed his stepson. It was on the news, and he's supposedly down with us. I don't know that dude. We don't have no registry, and we don't get your slave name like your Honor. Well, what's your slave name, brother, and what's your social security number? He wasn't in no camp. He was just a dude that used to watch watch our videos, and we found out that I guess his stepson had faggot tendencies. So the guy went to the law and he killed the kid, and it was on the news. So you got people talking about, well, Tahar, you made him do. I didn't make him do nothing. He did it on his own because he didn't know how to balance these scriptures. It's about balance. Like I said, GMS will make you crazy if you ain't right in the spirit. There was another guy that had 4 wives, and he used to put them on video. This is the law. You can have more than one wife. These are my 4 wives. Well, guess what? One of them, and I found out this maybe about 4 months ago, 5 months ago, because I asked one brother, what about that dude? And he said, oh, you know, he killed one of his wives. And the reason why he killed one of his wives, because he found out that one of his wives he caught his wife committing adultery. So he went to the law. He said, yep, this is in the scriptures. You can have more than one wife. So he told them women, look, I can have more than one wife. Are you with it? So they were with it. So they became Israelites. They became under the law. But one of them committed adultery because she thought it was a joke. So the dude rolled up and killed that bitch. Now, do we condemn that or condone that? Now, in this world, we condemn that, man. If you got a woman and you catch that woman committing adultery, man, just let the woman go. Just let her go, man. Just leave the bitch. Don't be killing nobody, man, because you're under this man's society. Now, in the kingdom of heaven, if he did that, he had every right to do it. But he didn't know how to balance himself, man. Like I said, if you ain't right and balanced in the spirit, GMS will make you go crazy. Now, I know you guys are going to take that and use that in the spiritual, but you know what? You can go mad from this truth, or you can be built up by this truth. And a lot of dudes are going crazy. You know? They get this truth, they get this knowledge, then we lay something heavy on them, we give them a piece of steak, and they choke on it. Like the rape thing. Everybody's all messed up by it, and we're showing them the scriptures, and we're showing them the Hebrew. Then you got guys, well, you're always going into the Paleo Hebrew, that don't mean. Well, wait a minute, how do you understand scriptures deeper? By going into the Greek, going into the Hebrew. Precept upon precept. Like I said, the name of Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai, that's not in the scriptures. You got to learn that through the spirit. Or a man that the Most High gave the spirit to understand it, to know the meaning of the word, and to tell you what the name of the Father is and the name of the Son is, his true name. That's why you got these Edomites saying Yahweh, because that's not the true name. Okay? Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 3:1. And I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual.
In other words, Paul couldn't get deep with a lot of brothers. So we got guys who figured that they were in there long enough they can get something deep. But we finding out there's guys that they don't know how to balance it, man. They choke on that they want milk. When you grow to a certain age, man, you gotta pull off of your mama's titty, man. You know? Yeah, you 13, 17 years old still looking for your mama's titty. There's something wrong with you, man. Gotta send that guy to a special home. Go ahead.
And I, brethren, cannot speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal, even as unto babes in Yahweh Shai. I have fed you with milk, and not with meat, for hitherto you were not able to bear it. Neither yet.
This we found out with this one dude that fell off because he got a little piece of meat and he choked on the meat. Go ahead.
Neither yet now are you able, for you are yet carnal. For whereas there is among you envying and strife.
That goes back, carnal goes back to the natural man. Didn't we read about the natural man? Matter of fact, go back to that and read that again. You got to be spiritual to go to the next level. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 2:14. But the
right, another word that comes to play into mind is central. Like all these guys that get mad at what we're saying, these guys are going off. They're saying you can rape 13 years old and 11 years old. Well, you're central. You're not spiritual. Go ahead.
But it's 1 Corinthians 2:14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
So a lot of you guys are not on a spiritual level. You're not on a high level, so you're bugging out. You're falling out. You're bugging out. You're doing huh?
Like Nicodemus.
Exactly right. Yahweh Shai went over Nicodemus' head, and he was supposed to be a doctor of the law.
Right.
So a lot more of you guys are gonna bug out and fall out, and you're gonna go crazy. All right. Now let's go from keep reading.
Okay. 1 Corinthians 3:3. For you are yet carnal, for whereas there is among you envying and strife and divisions, are you not carnal and walk as men? For while one saith, I am of Paul, and another, I am of Apollos, are you not carnal? Who then is Paul and who is Apollos, but ministers by whom you believed, even as the Lord gave to every man? I have planted, Apollos watered, but the Most High gave the increase. So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but the Most High that giveth the increase. Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. For we are laborers together with the Most High. You are the Most High's husbandry. You are the Most High's building.
That's it on that. Now let's go to Hebrews 5 and 12.
Hebrews chapter 5 verse 12. For the time you ought to be teachers, you have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat.
Yeah, so you came on a certain level. You've been in the truth for a certain number of years, and you think